Hello everyone, Rogue Fox here, and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. Today we will be creating this awesome automatic sugarcane farm that you see right here behind me. Before we get started, I would just like to say that this build is totally modular. Now if we take a look here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units stacked on top of one another. In this tutorial, I will be showing you how to build one unit, and from there you can stack this as high as your heart desires. The second thing I would like to point out is that this build does not use a bone meal dispensing system. I know my last couple of builds have been using a bone meal dispenser, and I know other YouTubers out there have been using the bone meal dispensing system as well. But we're going to go a little old school here, and we're going to go back to using the observer piston system. As of 1.2.5, that system has been broken, but recently I found out a little trick that we can use so that this works once again. Now, enough with the talking, let me show you how this farm is going to work. This farm is going to work just like the old ones used to. All of the sugarcane is going to grow up, but on this end here, we have an observer block watching this one, and as soon as this one grows to right here, this will fire all of our pistons and then push all of our sugarcane down into our collection system below. Now if you noticed, this did not create an eternal clock, so with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at how to build this. And here are the supplies we need for today's build. As far as the blocks and glass go, I would just recommend bringing a couple stacks of each, and then for ice, that's totally optional. You can put that in if you want to. All that'll do is speed up the water flow. Other than that, here are all the supplies you'll need for one unit. If you want to pause the video, grab your supplies, and then we'll jump right into the build. The space required for this build will be a 17 by 7 area. I know that's going to take up quite a bit of space compared to other tutorials, but that's the space we'll need. And I also know I said we will only be building one unit, but then I realized I need to show you guys how to stack it. So we will be building the initial unit on the bottom and then one more unit right above it, just so you can see where all the placement goes. Now let's go ahead and do this build. To start things off, we want to put in our land for our sugarcane, the collection system, and also the foundation for our pistons. Now what I went ahead and did, as you can see, I started lining up all the dirt. You can go ahead and do that. It's going to be 1 block over and then 3 blocks in. And from here, let's set up our collection system. So let's knock out all these blocks here. And if you had ice, this is where you would place it in. So it'd be 7 blocks like that. Don't mind the holes there. And then we want to come 7 blocks out this way as well. Perfect. Now what we want to do is place a sign right here in the center. You can see I cheated a little bit just to mark it. That's okay. We want to knock this out like that. Create a 2 deep hole. Now get your chest and place them down like that. Get your hopper. Crouch place your hopper right into the back of the chest like that. Now we want to come to these ends, get your bucket of water, and then just do this on each side. That will be our collection system set up. Now let's go ahead and put in the water sources for our sugarcane. Come to this row right here and just knock all of it out. Now get your 2 buckets of water, put 1 here, skip a block, place it down, skip a block, place it down, and you get the idea. This will create water sources all the way across for our sugarcane. Now to set up our pistons, we want to put a block right above the water, and then just bring it all the way down. And then finally, let's set up our pistons. And 1 more row above it. And there we go, there's the foundation for our build. Now what we want to do is go ahead and set up our redstone. So let's come around the back side here, and along this bottom piston we want to line all of these up with blocks. And then come up here, just place redstone dust along the top of each one. And then from there we want to set up our observer. So pick a side, any side, doesn't matter. Place an observer right here, so it's facing just like that. Now what we want to do is grab a block, place it right there, and then let's come block out, 1 block up, and then let's fill the rest of this in, and then run this back to this block. Now what we want to do is grab our repeater, place it facing this way, and then let's put one more repeater down and set that to 2 ticks. Just to clarify, this is 1 tick, this one running into this repeater is 2 ticks. So from there, place down redstone dust like that, and there we go. That's a little trick that's going to keep this from becoming an eternal clock. So let's give it a quick test. There we go, it pumps once, and that's all of our redstone set up. So to save some time, I went ahead and placed in all the glass and the sugarcane. I don't think you need a tutorial for that, but I will mention, if you're just building one unit, make sure you line the top of this with glass, just so your sugarcane doesn't go flying everywhere. Now, if you're wanting to stack this, we'll do that next. Go ahead, if you place this row in, knock that out, and then I'll show you how to stack it. So, how we stack this is we're going to come, let's say, right here, place a block down. That's where our sugarcane is going to go. So we can line this all the way across our pistons, just like that. Get a block, place it there, and basically what we're going to do is we're going to place all of our water above our pistons below. So we want to enclose all of this in, just like that. Now go ahead and grab your bucket of water, repeat the same process as before, creating the water sources. And then this is where we would put in our sugarcane. And just like on the bottom, place a block right above it, and then run it all the way across. Now get your pistons, run it across like before. Boom. It should look a little something like that. Now I don't need to build the rest of it. I mean, all you would do is repeat the same process as we did before with all of our redstone. So, you know, come along the back here, line all of this up, put all your redstone dust down, all that good stuff. You just repeat the same process as the bottom. I just wanted to show you how you would be able to stack it, and then if you want to go even higher, you just repeat the same process that I just showed you. And with that being said, this is the end of our tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. This has been Rogue Fox, and I'm out. See you later.